hybrid children on my abduction videos, so I want to give you some insight to them and how I met them and how I connected with them, these invisible children. So what first started to happen is Bashar, the one that I highly recommend, the channeled extraterrestrial. He, you know, and when I was at the conference, he's like, yes, you have hybrid children. Yes, you've been abducted. And of course, I do trust him. I mean, 100%. But the really important thing for me is to trust in myself and to check in with my heart and be like, does this work? And the answer is yes. And so he's like, meditate on the children. So, okay. And I already speak, you know, I already do mediumship and other healing work, and so I know how to tap into, you know, different guides and angels and past over people, so it's kind of easy for me to speak with non-physical beings. So in this exploration, I was like, well, how do I connect? And being an artist, I was like, well, maybe I'll try drawing them and see if something happens. So I started drawing what, you know, I felt was like one of these hybrid kids. And at first, it just fully came out. And the energy, I mean, spoke to me. In drawing it, I'm going, oh my gosh, this is my child. And it's a heart knowing. Like, I actually would bawl and cry several times because I could feel them. And they're aware of us. Like, they're on the ship being like, Mom, Dad, wake up. And so us, you know, tuning in, they'll start showing up. They'll start coming around. So with the specific first one of the fun things to do is to nickname them. And they don't need names. I mean, it's their vibratory signature that makes up who they are, just like we do. And so to label them is to pigeonhole them. But to label them is helpful at first so that you go, ooh, this is this distinct kid. This is this distinct energy. The first one that I met was named Neo. I named him Neo because he was the first one from the Matrix, like the Matrix. So I named him Neo, and he is a contact specialist. That's why he was the first. He wanted to make contact with me first. So I've been developing my relationship with him. And some of my other kids came through. One, I was doing Reiki with my friend, and in the Reiki session, she's clairvoyant, and she's like, one of your kids just like came to the table and started helping, like putting her little hands on her hands to like send light. And so that one, she's like, my name's Mia. Like, you're like me, and I'm like you. So her name was Mia. So these kids just started like coming to me. And, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, is that real?